Caravan holidays in Britain from the 1960s to the 1980s were about freedom, family, and the joy of the open road. Families packed their cars with blankets, kettles, and board games, towing small tourers toward coastlines or countryside. Luxury was never the goal. Adventure was, and every journey carried the promise of discovery. Holiday parks buzzed with chatter. Children made instant friends, and static caravans became tiny kingdoms of laughter. By the 1960s, static caravans offered more than just a place to sleep. With kitchens, living rooms, and bathrooms, they became miniature homes, bringing warmth and comfort to the coast. Inside, children lounged on patterned sofas. Parents boiled kettles and meals clattered onto fold-out tables. These compact spaces held laughter, arguments, and shared stories, proof that spirit mattered more than space. Compared to tents or boarding houses, these modest amenities felt luxurious. A bathroom meant freedom, a kitchen, independence. Families embraced these comforts as holiday life became more personal. Over time, caravans became seen as cozy havens, offering a sense of ownership and ease. Though never glamorous, they helped define Britain's golden age of holiday freedom. In the 1960s, new hire schemes and credit plans opened caravan holidays to families who had never considered them before. Suddenly, modest incomes could stretch to a week by the sea, complete with a small caravan and a spot in a holiday park. Accessibility turned caravanning into a national pastime, no longer limited to the few. Companies began renting caravans for short stays, letting families test the lifestyle without committing to a purchase. This democratization of leisure reshaped holiday traditions, making coastlines and countryside available to millions. What had once been aspirational became attainable, a crucial shift in the holiday culture. The affordability meant children from working-class backgrounds could boast of caravan holidays alongside their peers. Laughter and play spilled across fields and playgrounds, where families mixed without barriers of status. Caravan parks became levelers of experience, where everyone shared the same simple pleasures. This accessibility explains why caravan culture flourished through the 70s and 80s. It became the chosen holiday for those who valued family time above luxury. Caravan hire transformed summer into a season of possibility, leaving lasting imprints on memory. Some caravans from this golden age became icons in their own right. Models like the Sprite 400 or the Musketeer embodied a balance of style and practicality, lightweight enough to be pulled by small cars such as the Mini. They made caravanning fashionable as well as functional, capturing imaginations across Britain. The streamlined shapes and colourful interiors reflected the optimism of the era. Bright fabrics, neat storage spaces, and modern lines gave caravans personality beyond their size. Design turned them into symbols of freedom, compact yet full of character. These tourers also encouraged spontaneity. Families hitched them to their cars and set off, confident that home was trailing just behind them. Petrol stations and roadside cafes became part of the ritual. The caravan was mobility embodied, turning every road into a path to adventure. Even today, collectors treasure these models for their charm. They remind us of a time when innovation met aspiration, and families believed in new horizons. The Sprite and Musketeer remain emblems of nostalgia, proof that design can shape not just objects, but experiences. Names like Eldis, Bailey of Bristol, and Swift Leisure rose to prominence during this period, producing caravans that defined the market. These manufacturers became household names, trusted for quality and innovation. They shaped the landscape of caravan holidays, ensuring variety and choice for every family. Each brand carved its niche. Bailey for reliability, Swift for stylish designs, and Eldis for practicality. Families often swore loyalty to one maker, treating their caravan almost as part of the family. These manufacturers built more than vehicles, they built traditions, passed from parents to children. As the industry grew, so did competition, driving improvements in layout, comfort and safety. Interiors became brighter, storage more efficient, and facilities more advanced. The caravan industry mirrored Britain's wider optimism, a sign of growth and progress. These makers remain iconic today, their vintage models still spotted on campsites and roadsides. They represent not just businesses, but the collective memories of decades. The names Eldis, Bailey and Swift carry nostalgia, echoing summers filled with possibility. Alongside caravans themselves, holiday parks expanded rapidly in the 70s and 80s. Families no longer stayed in isolation. They became part of communities built around entertainment, swimming pools and communal halls. Holiday parks were villages of joy, buzzing with life from morning to night. Children darted between playgrounds, while parents lounged on deck chairs or strolled toward evening shows. These parks became safe havens where children had freedom and parents had peace of mind. They offered a rare balance of independence and togetherness, unmatched by other types of holidays. Entertainment was central. Bingo nights, cabaret shows, discos and competitions filled the evenings, creating a shared sense of festivity. Rain or shine, there was always something to do. Holiday parks promised constant activity, ensuring that no moment was wasted. The expansion of these parks cemented caravanning as more than just accommodation. It became an entire experience. Parks grew into landmarks of their own, etched into childhoods across Britain. They were the social heart of caravan holidays, beating strong throughout the Golden Age. By the 1970s, holiday camps like Butlins and Pontins began to evolve. Static caravans joined traditional chalets, offering families a mix of private comfort and community spirit. Facilities expanded. Indoor pools, arcades and theatres turned camps into full-on resorts. Whatever the weather, there was always something to enjoy. Children roamed safely, joining games, dances and treasure hunts while parents relaxed. Camps became self-contained worlds of joy, filled with music and laughter. This evolution kept caravanning alive and relevant. More than destinations, these camps became icons of British summer, remembered across generations. Caravan holidays thrived because they were affordable. At a time when package holidays abroad were beginning to appear, caravanning offered an all-in British alternative that cost far less. Working-class families discovered they could still give their children a proper holiday, complete with sea, air, fun fairs and sand between their toes. The appeal was simplicity. No passports, no flights, no language barriers, just a drive to the coast and a caravan waiting to be filled with life. It was adventure without extravagance, and it fitted neatly into the budgets of ordinary households. The value went beyond money. Parents felt proud that they could offer their children experiences filled with joy, even if they lacked the glamour of foreign trips. Caravan holidays carried dignity, a celebration of togetherness rather than status. This affordability is why the Golden Age lasted so long. Caravans became synonymous with honest leisure, proof that the best holidays were measured in laughter, not luxury. They were holidays that belonged to everyone, etched into memory as Britain's most democratic escape. The Golden Age of caravanning emerged from post-war optimism. As wages rose in the 1960s, families embraced leisure, and caravans became symbols of freedom and new prosperity. Owning or renting a caravan offered independence and mobility. Families could escape to the coast, countryside, or even abroad, travelling on their own terms. That optimism was visible in the details. Floral curtains, pop music, kettles boiling. These small comforts felt like signs of progress and possibility. Caravans reflected an era of confidence and change. More than vehicles, they became cultural icons. Freedom on four wheels, carrying the dreams and laughter of a generation. Today, vintage caravans are cherished for their retro charm and the memories they carry. With pastel paint, floral curtains, and wood-panelled interiors, they evoke a time when leisure was simple. Many campsites now rent out restored caravans, attracting those who long for the spirit of the 70s, the sound of rain on the roof, the glow of gas lamps, and the cozy magic of smaller spaces. For those who lived it, stepping inside one is like entering a memory. The colours, smells, and cramped layouts bring back childhood summers with vivid emotion. This nostalgic revival shows the golden age never really ended. Caravanning remains living heritage, reminding Britain of a time when freedom came on four wheels. In recent years, celebrities have revived caravanning, making it appealing to modern families. Figures like Danny Dyer have highlighted its charm with humour and authenticity, reintroducing the caravan as both retro and relevant. TV shows and interviews have tapped into collective nostalgia, sparking interest in younger audiences. They show that great holidays don't need airports or luxury hotels, just simplicity and connection. This revival reflects more than trend. It speaks to a real desire for slower, meaningful experiences. Caravans offer sanctuary, and celebrities simply amplify what many already feel. By blending tradition with modern style, caravan holidays have become trendy once again. The golden age isn't gone, it's rolling forward, ready to charm a new generation. The golden age of British caravan holidays was never about luxury. It was about freedom, family, and the joy of discovering new places together. Caravans became symbols of possibility, carrying ordinary families to coastlines, countryside, and holiday parks, where laughter filled every corner. From simple comforts to bustling camps, from iconic designs to vintage nostalgia, those decades offered something rare: togetherness without pretense. Even today, echoes of that era survive in the sight of a pastel caravan, the hum of rain on a tin roof, or the glow of a gas lamp on a summer night. If this journey into the past sparked your own memories or dreams, do not forget to subscribe. Because remembering the golden age reminds us that the best adventures are often the simplest ones.